Alright, welcome back to my channel. Today we got a video explaining everything you will probably need to know about the cooking event. It's going to be pretty fast paced, so if you need to watch something and rewatch something and go back, you can also save it. I'm going to cover all the transcendent recipes. I'm going to cover like what plants you need for all of them, all that good stuff. And cover rewards, which ones are the best, which ones you should be choosing, what you should be submitting everywhere. So pretty much like everything. And Caddy is in my server for some reason and he's like stalking me, so we're going to be trying to avoid him. But let's just hop straight into it. So we're just going to go quickly cover all transcendent recipes. We're just going to show you from the wiki. You can search this up on your own too if you need a refresher, or you can save this video. So for our salad, our transcendent will be grand tomato or tomato, 4 bone blossoms, 2 giant pine cones, 2 bone blossoms, 1 bell pepper. Mind you, there's multiple options, so whichever one's more ethical or whatever to you, whichever one you can afford more. Third option, probably the cheapest one, 1 bell pepper, 4 bone blossom. Fourth option, 2 giant pine cones, 2 bone blossoms, 1 grand tomato. Lighter on the bone blossoms, but a little bit heavier on everything else. Sandwich, there's not a transcendent sandwich, so we're going to just look at divine. 3 bone blossoms, 1 tomato, 1 corn, 3 prismatic crop, so basically anything that's prismatic, 1 tomato, 1 corn. Pie, the transcendent obviously is 1 pumpkin, 4 bone blossoms, super easy, and 1 coconut, 4 bone blossoms. I would avoid using this one, as you can see for this reasoning here. Third option, 2 bone blossoms, 1 sugar glaze, 1 sugar apple. I'll probably toss a 3rd bone blossom in here and be fine too. It's all going to be super easy. This isn't too bad if you have sugar glaze. This one's probably the easiest one. Okay, transcendent waffles. 2 options here. 1 sugar glaze, 1 sugar apple, 3 bone blossoms. Recipe makes many cravings. I'd avoid this one. 1 sugar apple, 1 coconut, 3 bone blossoms. Really good. 3 bone blossoms, or this coconut isn't too bad versus a sugar glaze. Transcendent hot dog, corn, 4 bone blossoms, corn, 4 bone blossoms. I'd probably just stick to these. These are like the easiest one. As you can see, this is also overlapping with this waffle trend. Which one was it? Waffle transcendent recipe 2. Cauliflower, 4 bone blossoms, not bad. This one's not bad either. So ice cream is going to be a little bit hard to make. As you can see, also makes waffle pie, waffle, donut, and cake. Sugar glaze, sugar apple, 3 bone blossoms. Obviously, beanstalk, sugar glaze, 3 bone blossoms for donut. Sugar glaze, 4 bone blossoms. So super easy still. Transcendent, beanstalk, banana, bone blossoms. But this banana bone blossom combo is probably the cake part of it, if I remember correctly. They said this 3rd option now makes ice cream, so this doesn't work, so they're gonna ignore this. The 2nd option, sugar apple, corn, 3 bone blossoms. Also not bad. Notice how there's a theme. We all need bone blossoms. So for sushi, violet, corn, bamboo, sunflower, 2 bone blossoms. This one's pretty hard if you don't have a sunflower. I would just avoid this one. Corn, bamboo, 3 bone blossoms. That's how much easier can that get. Transcendent cake, banana, sugar apple, bone blossom. Sugar glaze, sugar apple, bone blossom. Now, this also works with just 1 banana. I've tried it myself. So, pretty much, if you just take 1 banana, 4 bone blossoms, it will still be a transcendent cake. Burger, this one's sugar glaze, grand tomato, bone blossom. Pretty hard. Sugar glaze, tomato, bone blossom. They're saying move this to prismatic. But let's just stick with this first option. I'm sure there's more options out there. I'm just like eating through this. Smoothie, there is only options. This one's probably the easiest one, but that one shares one. So sugar apple, coconut, 3 bone blossoms, or sugar apple, 4 bone blossoms. I use for my smoothies, if you have a candy blossom, I just use a candy blossom and 1 bone blossom, and it's like really cheap and easy. But I'll just let you guys kind of read. 4 sugar apples is a pretty decent. 4 bone blossoms, 1 moon melon. All this good stuff is like pretty easy. 4 strawberries, 1 sugar apple, 5 sugar apples. Pretty easy. Candy apple, sugar glaze is pretty easy, or you can use just, I believe, a sugar apple works too, if you just put enough in there, and then a sugar apple and a bone blossom. Sorry, this is what I make with that one bone blossom, candy blossom thing. You can get one with one as long as they're decently big enough. This is probably the easiest one because burning bud's pretty common. This one's pretty easy too. That's also easy if you don't have bone blossoms. Forage, sugar glaze, sugar apple, bone blossom. Again, this is part of that combo that, like, it makes everything. Spaghetti, grand tomato, sugar glaze, bone blossom. That's not bad. May make prismatic. I mean, some of these people just need to test more recipes. I'm sure there are more out there. There are rumors that this item exists, and other people. Okay, so don't worry about this, but that's pretty much all. I mean, you can go through the wiki too and just, like, say you want to make a normal salad, 4 to 5 tomatoes there or whatnot. But, I mean, it's not too bad to make any of these things, but it's just enough that sometimes it can get a little bit annoying. Now, quickly, before we hop into a decent layout for the grow garden stuff, I'm gonna talk about when should you feed to him and when should you feed him. Obviously, I wasn't really playing it during most of his, so I really don't have a lot of anything. So I'm probably going to be more amped to feed him Crispy over here than the rat. Now, for example, this I'd probably feed to the rat, and actually I will right now because it's small, but it has a couple of mutations. So it's going to give me decent rewards. I'll take the Sunnyside chicken here just because they're broken. But this giant pie, I'm going to feed to Crispy, just because it's big. It's going to give me more rewards from him. And like these seed packs, so I just got 8 seed packs, which is actually really good. Obviously, I should probably wait until he's craving pie because it'll give me double everything I get, but I just didn't feel like it that time. Alright, we're going to just take a quick look at rewards for Food Connoisseur over here. So, obviously, this chest is probably the best thing you're going to get. These are all decently common. Gorilla Chef's pretty good because it gives, with the full team of 8, you can get a 30% chance to get something back. Bitter melon and pickle fruit are the two rare, like, I don't know how to say it, like, rare things that you could get here. Pet shard is decent if you want to keep getting aromatic after it's gone. But again, culinary chest, if you get the culinary chest, pick the culinary chest 100% of the time. Sunnyside chicken, if you don't have anything, is really good because if you get a full team of them, it, like, basically instant opens eggs. Kitchen crate here, if you're into cosmetics, it's decent, but besides that, culinary chest is about the only thing that you want to be picking out of all those rewards. It pretty much has all the really good stuff in it. Now I'm going to go quickly compile a list of every plant you need and work on a, like a garden layout for you if you want to, like, get really super grindy with it. I'm going to do it on my alt. As you can see, I'm not going to go pick up all of this and my other account. It looks like this too, so I'm just going to hop on my alt and, like, we're going to compile that list and we're just going to hop right into it. Alright, so we're over on my alt. I compiled my list. I'll leave the list in the comments of all the fruits that you need for, like, the most easy ones. I'm missing some of the stuff, like I don't have a coconut seed on me or a bone blossom seed on this account. I'll just tell you where I put it. We're just going to start off nice and easy. Tomatoes, easy. We're just going to kind of, so the goal of this is to make it more optimized, so if you want to put sprinklers on it to get bigger fruits, and so, like, you're not constantly overfilling with other fruits that you don't need. You know what I'm saying? So tomatoes, we're just going to plant like 2 or 3. As you can see, I got some stuff going in here. Sugar apples are really common, so however many you have, they're good. Bananas are only used in one recipe, so 1 banana tree. Sugar glazes, if you have more, I only have a couple, I would put them, right along here. Corn's pretty common, so I have like 6 or 7 down here. I was not a 6-7 reference. Stop laughing. said stop laughing. But that's probably a good amount of corn to have down just because they take so long to grow. And so again, we're trying to keep them close to centered so we can get them all with one mastered. As I said, I plan to jump through tomatoes, decently common, not that common. Pumpkins, pretty easy if you have a watering can, couple of them. Just plant one down whenever you're ready and just watering can it. And then we're going to go ahead and, oh, we got coconut. Coconut, decently common, but not that uncommon. I'd probably plant it up here in this sector, to keep, like right around here. I don't have a seed, so we can't do that. We also got giant pine cone, so we're gonna, it's not used a lot, it's used in like one recipe. We're gonna come plant it over here. If you have bone blossoms, again, I'd plant them just like right along here, or right in the center of everything, as many as you can. So, next up, we got bamboo. I only have one bamboo seed on me somehow. Again, this is just going to be like the pumpkins where you can just kind of plant it over here, wherever you want. Then we got cauliflower, which is used in like one or two things. So we're just going to plop like maybe 1, 2 over here just because they're single harvest. And then we got burning bud. It's used in like 2 things as well. So we're just going to plant like 1 over here. That way it would be clear of where our bone blossoms are and like everything else, but we can still get it with the master sprinkler. So I'll show you master sprinkler's range. Like right about there, so we keep everything kind of in our master sprinkler range if we plant it in the middle. That's the idea. That's pretty much the best setup. So, you know, we can keep expanding on it, but we can copy it over here, whatnot, but I really can't show that too much, but you really don't need a lot, especially if you're getting big fruits, because the transcendent recipes take a while mostly. So that's about all. If you have a candy blossom, I forgot to mention that, you can plant it back with your bone blossoms too, just in case. So you can get those big candy blossoms. That's really all. I'll leave the list in the comments of all the seeds that you need for the most common and easiest recipes. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Crops. There. I am record. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It's like a really low percent that's on screen now that are actually subscribed that are watching my videos. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll watch one of my other videos. I'll see y'all on the flip side.